Why is it so difficult for average-looking women to admit they're average?
Amen.
You know what I mean? No offense.
That's horrible.
I'm not talking about you guys. Obviously, you're all of you are 10s, but all the other women out there that are average, they just...
No, I feel average.
The Whatever podcast has the most beautiful women in the world.
We have the most beautiful
I
women.
know this. I know for sure that the Whatever podcast has the most beautiful women in the world because all you have to do is ask them.
Yeah, we just ask them and they tell us.
Because what they say, obviously.
Because what they say.
They're right, 100%.
Okay, all right. So here, we'll do this, and then... do you think you will be better looking in 10 years' time? So you're 23, better looking at 33?
It depends.
Better looking in 10 years' time.
I think so. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
20 years' time at 43?
No.
Okay. We don't know your age. Safe to assume mid-20s, I think.
What was the first one? 20 years from now?
No, do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time?
In 10 years' time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe with a Pilates membership.
I mean, you're pretty fit, right?
I could always be more fit.
Okay. But then, also 10 years of aging.
You know what? The women in my family, they age pretty well. I'm not concerned.
Huh. Okay. 20 years' time at...
Also, the women on Whatever have the most beautiful female family members as well.
Yeah, it's true.
I just want to point
it
this
is
out.
true.
The most beautiful
graceful
family
aging.
members.
This is
I
something
know this because they...
Oh, go ahead.
Tell them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
My aunt's gorgeous. She was gorgeous up until she was like 90. Flawless skin.
Actually, hold on. We do have a message here from Meet the Kaiser. I'd give the H-Man a solid 9. 9 out of 10. All right. Thank you, Kaiser. Appreciate it. Not a 10. H-Man doesn't get a 10. Unfortunate, I guess. Better looking in 20 years' time?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, what do you think?
Maybe not. It's hard to say. Maybe not.
30 years' time?
I mean, I think probably not. Who knows?
Oh, all right. That was an answer. You're 34. Better looking in 10 years' time at 44?
I think I'll look great at any age.
I mean, so I'll just go ahead and grant that people can be attractive into their 40s, 50s, etc. I suppose the question is, though, you're 34 currently. Mm-hmm. Do you think you'll be better looking in comparison in 10 years' time?
I'll look just as attractive.
Okay. What about 20 years' time?
Same.
30 years' time?
Same.
40 years' time?
Yep.
50 years' time?
I'm going to look great until I die.
4.
What happens the day that you die that makes you less attractive?
What?
What happens the day you die which would make you less attractive?
I'll be in the ground, so...
The day you die,
she won't be visible.
Won't be in the ground.
I mean, maybe not the day I die.
There'll be an open casket, I guess.
I hope I'll be cremated.
Oh, cremation. Okay,
yeah.
So then no, embalming? Do you think you'll be hotter after you're embalmed?
Maybe, because, maybe. I don't know.
I've never thought I'd have to think about that.
The whole embalming process, they can really work magic. They put on some makeup, put on a little red, so you're,
Probably be even more attractive, right?
You could be hotter.
Could be hotter. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They definitely want you to look your best in the open casket.
That's why they put you in a casket.
But I want to be cremated. My ashes spread.
Wow, that's
but I mean,
so.
Even if you're cremated, they usually will put you in a casket and let people come pay their respects, and then you get cremated, right?
Yeah, I don't want that.
You just you croak and then right in the oven.
Yeah,
that's it. Really?
I don't want anything.
Better. Okay. And wait, are you a model or what do you do for work again?
Me?
Who's the model? Somebody's the model. I don't know.
I'm in marketing.
Oh, you're in marketing. Oh, okay. And then you're 34. Were you better looking at 24 10 years ago than you are now at 34?
At 24, I was just as good looking, but I would say when I was like a kid, I looked rough.
No, I'm talking about adult. I'm just saying going back 10 years.
10 years.
24.
Same.
Same? Okay. You are 23. Will you be better looking in 10 years' time at 33?
I believe so.
20 years' time at 43?
No.
Okay. You're 25. Do you think you'll be better looking at 10 years' time in 35?
Yes.
20 years time at 45.
Yes.
30 years time at 55.
No.
Okay. All right. You're 26. Better looking in 10 years time at 36.
Yes.
20 years time, 46.
Yes.
30 years time, 56.
Probably not.
Okay. You're 25. Better looking in 10 years time at 35.
Yeah.
20 years time at 45.
No.
Okay. Huh. You guys heard of this thing called aging?
Yeah. but
Yes.
You guys
some
heard
people
about that?
age backwards.
So, a question for you. So, you'll be, I think you said, did you say better looking or just the same? You'll be the same at 55.
The same or better.
So, if I could wave a magic wand that would advance your outward appearance 20 years, and you stay there for 20 years, and it doesn't aid, like you're not going to die 20 years sooner. You're not going to get cancer 20 years sooner if you were to get cancer. There's not any actual health ramifications. Strictly your outward physical appearance, if we could advance it forward 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, those of you here at the table who say you'll be better looking in 10 years' time, do you take me up on it? I think every single one of you said you'll be better looking in 10 years' time. So do you take me up on advancing your outward physical appearance by 10 years?
I would say no, and the reason why I said I would look better in 10 years' time, I can't speak for anyone else, but, skincare treatments, taking care of yourself. When I was much younger, I didn't wear sunscreen. I didn't take care of myself, as far as, makeup and, skincare. So I think that putting in effort over time, and I'll just have more of my life together at that point, so I can afford to maybe look better and put more time and effort.
So what would you do in 10 years' time that you aren't currently doing now?
I don't know, maybe skin resurfacing treatments or chemical peels, more expensive moisturizers. I don't know.
I mean, your skin looks pretty okay right now.
Well,
Granted,
yeah.
you are wearing makeup, but
But I don't know. Maybe
not-
it will look amazing in 10 years. Who knows? We
Okay.
don't know what technology will have.
Well,
by then.
assuming you didn't have access to those interventions, does your answer change?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. What about did you say in 20 years' time too? 20, 30
I
years?
don't remember, to be honest, but
Well-
I don't I don't think I'll look better, but
Oh,
who
okay.
knows?
So you
I
just
thi-
said 10 though.
I
You
said,
said 10.
yeah, I said in 10 years maybe.
Okay. So who takes the deal?
I'll do it.
Magic wand, advance your looks 10 years, you stay there for 10 years, and then you just continue with your aging. Who here takes it?
Oh. See, I'm only 23. I want to be in my 20s still right now. So.
No, but I mean, doesn't everybody want to be better looking?
Personally,
All of you said you'd be better looking in 10 years' time.
Personally, I just want to go through all the stages. I've seen photos of my mom and my grandmother in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, and I just think they look beautiful at every stage. So I would want to go through that.
Okay. I have a follow-up on this. When it comes to wearing makeup, why don't, if you look better as you get older, why don't women, there's makeup that's used in theatrics and film, for example, that can age you and make you look older. Most women are not employing these kind of makeup techniques to make them look older, like putting on wrinkles, putting on lines, this sort of thing. Why do you think that is if you're going to be more attractive in 10 years' time?
I don't think it's necessarily about the wrinkles or things like that. But for example, for me, one thing that changed when I got older was just my face shape and having a more full face to my face thinning out a little bit more. And to me, that makes me
Your
more
face
attractive.
thinned out as you got older, or was
Older, yeah.
I don't understand this idea, what you talking about, the baby fat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think perhaps there's a differential here. Who got this idea that super sharp features on a woman makes her more attractive?
Beauty culture.
Yeah, but if you look at Asian cultures, for example,
Yeah.
more rounded features are typically exemplified in these.
Well, we're in
that culture.
America, so our beauty culture
Well,
is
even
very different.
Yes, even in
you
America,
know?
though, softer features on women tend to be deemed more. It's not that it's one or the other. I think a woman with more sharp features can be very attractive, but also a woman with more soft, rounded features, also very attractive.
I feel like it's whatever fits their face, and if a girl does her makeup wrong, that will fit their face wrong. Like if you do sharp makeup, you're supposed to do
just-
soft. Like you're supposed to do soft, but it's just
I mean,
it's
if
a girl
you guys,
thing, I guess.
I suppose if the trade-off is I lose some of the fat in my face, but all the other corresponding things that come with I don't know if that trade-off is really worth it, but
I will say
Okay.
that I don't think that having more baby fat made me look bad. It's just that now that I'm older, I still don't look my age, but I like that I look more my age, if that makes sense.
okay.